Hey YouTube, it's JP Dillon. Today we're looking at about a 1974 or 75 Sanyo 13-inch color TV. I think it's a model C31 or 31C35, one of those. Anyway, these are rare as hen's teeth these days. Usually when a TV this size acted up, it just got tossed in the dumpster. And yeah, there's the model number right there. There's 31C35, all solid state color, and it's a Delta gun, so that's kind of rare. Anyway, I got this from a guy in North Knoxville. He doesn't know if it works or not. He was kind enough to bring it to me. I didn't even have to go all the way up to Maynardville to get it, which is where it would have been. But we're going to check it out, open it up, see what it's like, test the CRT, power it on, and see what happens. But yeah, let's get into it. Here's the back side, and it definitely has a lot of that flavor country to it. It's definitely got the smells. What I love about these old sets is look at all the service controls on here. You got your normal and your service. Not sure what that is. Oh, what? Vertical linearity on a solid state set. Wow. Sub brightness, AGC, color killer. Color killer this late. In your screens. Circuit breaker, which isn't tripped, so that's a good sign. And just some Phillips screws to take the back off. Now, as I went to tilt it up, I noticed that there's no bottom panel. Someone has removed it. But now we can see what the bottom of the board looks like. This definitely sat outside for a time. Probably in a shed when something on it went wrong. Interesting. So I'll have to make some sort of a press board or a fiberboard thing to go on at the bottom of this. Well, I'm not going to be dumb enough to stick my hand underneath there, but I don't know, somebody else might. So there's the inside. And the first thing I spot, unfortunately, is a mouse has made its nest in here. And there's remnants of things all around. So who knows what we're up against. There's just filth everywhere. And mice are very destructive to things like this. But we're just kind of looking it over at this point. Looks like it has instant on. The reason why I say that is it's got that dual section switch. There's probably a big old dropping resistor somewhere. Pretty hefty power supply regulation. You got that regulator there. That's been replaced. And then you've got the horizontal output here. All of which ride on this giant heatsink. I mean, look at that. It's a quarter of the chassis. It's huge. All these plug-in things so that you can take the chassis out, which is what we might end up doing just to clean it. But yeah, it's got a Delta gun. The picture tube and diagram and stuff is down there in the mouse nest, so that's not good. But first things first. Let's get a CRT tester on it and see if it's even worth pursuing. Alright, so I have a couple of sockets to try. I have no idea whether this is going to work or not. The tube is lighting up. Excuse me, but that's just kind of generic where the pins are for the heaters on these. So we're going to see if this thing has any hope of living at all. Yeah, no cutoff. Oh, there we go. Just took it a minute. Look at that. It's coming around. We'll just let it warm up here for a little bit. Let me come back in a couple minutes and we'll see where it's at. Okay, well after about 3 minutes, there's where we're at on the cutoff. We still have quite a bit of range to go, so that's good. And we have okay emissions. I mean, they're not great, but it's got cutoff. So that's good. So that'll produce a picture. And it ain't great, but that'll produce a picture. Very cool. So out of curiosity, I just decided to use the reactivate function on all three guns here, and that definitely helps us out a lot. Kind of equalizes it too, so it's not a full rejuve, it's just like a clean and balance function. So as we can see, that's a lot happier. Now we just got to do something about the utter mess inside of here. Time to get a shop vac. Alright, so we're going to shop vac this thing out. If you have headphones on or the volume up, I suggest you turn them down right now. Because here we go. Alright, let me flip it up so we can get to the bottom. Okay, well, we cleaned about as much of that as we can get with the back and everything. Let's take a closer look at that board where the mouse was. So it doesn't look too bad. I don't see any obvious signs of wires having been chewed on or urine deposits. I mean, the bottom side of the board, which we'll look at in a second, looks really good. There's no stains or anything like that. That looks like some brown glue down there, a corrosive glue. But this thing just might fire up. But I mean, where it was, not too bad. And there could be a lot worse. Yeah, let me show you the bottom side. And all up in where that mouse was, which is kind of where the dividing area is. There's a repair there. But, yeah, I mean, there's no urine damage or anything like that. It's looking okay. So, let's fire this thing up. Let's see what it really does. I think to save ourselves some hassle, we're going to do a little bit of contact cleaner. Some neutral in the slide pots and the regular pots. Not much. Because these slide pots were a terrible thing of the 70s. And a lot of companies used them and they were just junk. They just wore out. And then down in here are the rotary potentiometers for the brightness and the contrast and all that. So let's get in there too. There's our first guy there at the edge. Don't need much. And we'll just work it a bit. Possible X radiation exposure. There's the second one down in there. We'll work that one. Oh, they even have these cleverly labeled. That's not a regulator, that's the vertical output. And you're the regulator. Big old blind beetles flying around in here. And then the third one, back there. Don't forget, finger your controls to keep them happy. Okay, and then we have AFT switch up here. Then we'll do our volume control. Cool. Alright, let's find an interlock plug and see if it works. Alright, we've got our interlock plug. Drew a little sparky there. So I'm thinking this thing must have instant on. Hard to tell. Oh yeah, instant on, baby. Bake-O-Matic. So just think if this didn't have that, how good the picture tube would be. Alright, here's the smoke test. Let's see what happens. Not much. Yep, there's the smoke. I don't know if you can see it. Where did that come from? Baked in the morning. Smells like hot resistor. So we definitely have our work cut out for us with this one. But the high voltage came up. We just didn't have any vertical sweep, and obviously we have some B issues and convergence issues and what else. But that's where we're at. What a mess. I'm glad this one was a cheapie. So it's rare, but it needs help. So we'll have to see if we can even resurrect this thing. It might take us some time. It's not going to be a forerunner in videos, but we now know what it's doing. So anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. More stuff to come.